How's it going? Inga, you got that done yet?
Mamin Ashla Wishafer.
What?
Figure it out.
Greetings, all you YouTube van builders. You cool cats and groovy chicks. You doers, right? I salute you. About this time, you're probably wondering what you got yourself into, right? No, I'm joking around. It's a journey, life's a journey. And there's a certain amount of satisfaction of doing it yourself, of course. So today is the day the headliner goes back in and pretty much wrapping up the interior walls, insulation, all the penetrations through the ceiling. Kind of the interior shell gets done, finished off today with the completion of the reinstallation of the headliner. Inga's been in here and she's got everything insulated, the Thinsulate and then the Reflectix over the top of that. She did a great job. And then I will be reinstalling everything I took out to get the headliner out. And at this point, when you're up there reinstalling the headliner, it's kind of a good time to put in your cab over parcel tray if you're going to put one in. And I've got this kit right here. It is called, the company is called White Top Adventures. And they produce this all aluminum parcel tray. It's modestly priced. In fact, it's probably the best, lowest priced ready-made installation shelf that you can get, as opposed to doing it yourself. There are kits to do that, but this was, I think, $300, and it came with privacy blackout curtain and the curtain rod, of course. And so I will be installing that and kind of doing a mini review on this video. Here's all the hardware to reattach all those parts that I removed and all the basic tools. These are the same tools I use to remove the headliner. I got a power driver here, my Bimford 5000. You could probably tell I like power tools. And the star of the show, the headliner. Anyway, I think we're ready to go. We're going to bust this out today. I'm motivated. I'm caffeinated. It's go time right now. So first things first, I'm disconnecting the power to the van. I'm working around the airbags and I don't want one of those going off in my face. There's this little peg here and this connector right here. You pull that off of that peg and that kills all the power in your van. So you can safely work around those airbags. Just a couple of quick tips or tricks or gotchas that I learned when I took this off of here. These things, you're going to break them. This is the back side of the headliner. Even if you have the right tool, like I do, you run the risk of breaking these off. In fact, a very good risk of breaking them off. Probably want to have these on hand ahead of time. Amazon, eBay, even your Mercedes dealer, they all sell them. They're not too much money. I'm not even sure how much they cost. I am not going to reuse these. I'm actually drilled these out and I'm putting a screw in from the bottom. The other thing with these is they're glued on and there's not much really holding them on, and people they'll grab this liner and try to muscle it down and pop these. Don't do that. You run the risk of ripping these right off your headliner. They're just, like I said, held on with a dab of glue. That's about it. Same with these ones. And I actually learned this the hard way. This one came off. I was being careful, I thought. It came off, not a big deal. Yeah, you just grab some glue of some sort. I use Gorilla Glue and glue it back on. And the third thing is a tip that I will give you is concerning your overhead module. It's really hard to disconnect these connectors with the headliner in the unit. I'm reaching way over to get to this. So you can imagine you're holding the headliner and you're trying to disconnect this blue connector and the white one that goes right there. It's very difficult to do. It's much easier to do it from below. Now there is a release latch. I finally figured this out. This latch right here, you push this up and the whole unit drops down and you can get to it. Just be ready to catch it when it drops down. You don't want it jerking your wiring. So now that'll keep them from getting tangled.
Okay.
Just keep working it forward. Almost, dear. What was that?
I don't know.
Okay, I think we got it. Okay, so the first thing I gotta do is get this airbag back up here and pull it out. And then see this groove here? That headline, it slips, the headliner slips into this groove right here. Okay, I do believe it's on. There we go. Okay. I think I do believe we have it. It's fine. I over tightened it. But.
Okay.
Okay. I'll probably end up putting Loctite in there. All right, that's that. So now. Then let this thing wiggle around. Okay.
Hold on just a sec. I'm gonna open this door. Is this liner didn't?
Poke a hole through the seat. All right. Bring this back over. And I think this one needs to be tightened up a little more. All right, it's time to put this guy back in. And like I say, it's way easier to get to it from down here. Make sure I got everything lined up. Don't want to pull on the wires any more than you have to. Okay. Then all you do is you put it back in the bracket. Make sure your wires aren't being pinched. Shove that up there. And you're done. That credit card hack, he goes in right here. I don't know if that's possible, and he pushes that latch. Anyway, that's something to think about. I did it by dropping the headliner down and reaching over the top and releasing that latch. So anyway, there it is. So we're putting on the felt now on we're putting up the parcel shelf, and then just heating it up and sticking it out onto the metal tray. And we're pulling back the backing on the self-sticking side. So now we're putting in the rear back bracket for the shelf. I just tightened it up a little. I want a little bit loose. So that's got that bracket in. Now we got to do the same on this side. All right, I'm about to install this last B-pillar trim on the driver's side, and before it gets covered up, I thought I'd show you guys something. This little plastic nut in this sheet metal part is the attach point for this. This is your coat hook. That's no problem. A coat doesn't weigh very much, but it's also the attach point for a lot of these shelf systems. You see what I'm saying? So that is rated for 80 pounds, and it's all going through this little nut, plastic nut on both sides. You see what I'm saying? So it's not so much the load capacity of the shelf unit, it's the weakest link. Food for thought. Last B-pillar trim. All right, show you guys the finished product. Headliner's all back in now and all the associated trim. Here's the B-pillar where I had to trim it back. That's how that turned out. For the future bulkhead that's going there. You can see the fit up between Legends ceiling panel and the headliner is just about perfect. These are the fasteners. I replaced those plastic doohickeys that break off. This is White Top Adventures shelf unit. Not a bad looking unit. Good value for the money. It went in smooth. Everything fit. So after 2 months, we finally get our van back. I think we're going to take a little road trip tomorrow. This about wraps up this project, and thanks for sticking with us till the end. I think it turned out pretty good. I like this Legend liner, and what do you think, Inga? Turned out pretty good, didn't it?
Not bad.
Didn't work you too hard, did I? No. Thanks again for watching. How do you say thanks again for watching in Norwegian?